Hey guys, welcome to your Twin Flame Collective reading. So let's see what's going on with the collective. Let's see the energies coming the collective's way. Let's see what we have going on. Okay. Okay. All right. And we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So it's an interesting start. Let's see the clarifiers before we dive in. All right. Let's see the clarifiers for the collective. All right. Okay. Okay. And we have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. All right. So, this does feel to me pretty much like a collective which is dealing with the separation phase heavily. That's what I'm tapping into right now. It may not be a 3D separation necessarily, but at the level of your twin flame connection, this is a separation phase. Why am I saying that? Because this is the energy of someone who has been and may still be struggling with choices, with options. Now, these options, of course, can be third parties. They can also be options related to, let's say, workplaces, jobs, places to live, even communities. Okay, that's also possible. Choices between moving and not moving, or moving to one place or the other. So there's a struggling, there's weighing options energy now. And it could involve separate relationships, and it could involve, in fact, a section or a portion of your twin flame relationship where one of you, or let's say both potentially, but more so one of you, it feels to me like, is kind of struggling with the notion of the twin flame journey and how much can they embrace it, how much can they accept it, and how much are they willing to invest in it at that level of a twin flame relationship. So I do feel for a part of this collective that what's in question is not whether or not you would be in a relationship. So this is a segment, specifically this segment I'm tapping into. It's more of an inner struggle within someone's heart, within someone's soul. It's a point where they're not fully prepared or fully sure how prepared they are to invest themselves entirely in what a twin flame relationship means. Because the basic, if you like, the basic level, the core level of a relationship is a romantic relationship. Okay, that's kind of easy to do, right? You would say. Not quite from our personal experiences, right, collective, but essentially, let's say the basic level of a relationship is actually the easier part of the twin flame relationship, meaning the truly difficult part is that of spiritual growth and development, that of karmic healing, that of spiritual ascension. That's the truly difficult part here. Now, this doesn't come across to me as a situation where someone is unsure or doubtful about their feelings for their twin. That's kind of not the issue here. So the nature, the passionate, loving, connected nature of the energy between you kind of feels stable to me here. What truly is in question is the spiritual growth involved, and I would say kind of demanded by the nature of the relationship. And this is a point where someone is hesitating, unsure if they truly want to embark on that level of personal growth, that level of spiritual, emotional growth, because I do feel here shadows which haven't been healed, and someone who is resistant to approaching those shadows. There are events, I am getting a pretty triggered, PTSD-like energy. So these are unhealed traumas, emotional first and foremost, I would say. Heavy energy, okay? So this is heavy energy. And in order to make progress on the spiritual side of the connection, those issues need to be addressed and healed and released. And someone is very resisting to that notion. Someone is kind of compartmentalizing that section of their heart, of their soul, of their psyche. They have kind of fenced off that little portion, if you'd like, and they're trying to cover it. And the relationship is peeling back the layers of that level of trauma, and that's what's making them be resistant. That's what's triggering them. It's not a question of do they or don't they want their twin, do they or don't they feel passionate, connected, involved. They do feel that. So I sense that as kind of a clarity here being established or settled, if you'd like, upon. There may even be open discussions about that. Discussions to the vein of, it's not a question whether or not I want to be with you. The problem here is that our relationship, or that this situation, or that the kind of direction we're pulled into is pushing me to address this section of my heart, and I'm truly terrified of accessing that, tapping into that, and working on that, because once you open Pandora's box, right, you don't know what's gonna come out. That's how this person feels, because they are wounded and they are scared and they are truly traumatized by whatever this is, which feels very heavy to me. I'm gonna say that again, okay, because there's levels and levels of wounds and shadows and inner child issues and frequencies and frequencies. This is heavy, okay? So this is heavy stuff. They're not so resistant and hesitant, let's say, for no reason. This is heavy stuff, and it's really making kind of my stomach churn. So it's really heavy stuff, okay? So they're resisting it because it's really difficult for them to tap into that, and it may be very difficult for them even to open up about it and actually admit it to you or recognize to you that, okay, there is that one section within my heart where I really don't want to look into, where I really don't want to kind of muddy the waters and bring up to the surface who knows what's gonna come up from down there, you know? It's that sense of best to stay here where the waters are safer, rather than dive into whatever that is, because that's going to be heavy and painful and difficult, and I just don't want to go there. That's the energy I'm getting here. Now, I do see progress on the communication between you. So even if they are not opening up to you about it right now, or if they are kind of maybe hinting that there's something they wouldn't want to disturb, like let sleeping monsters lie, right? I do feel here the progress being made toward at least opening up about it. This may be a rather slow and trying journey for them to open up about this particular wound and tap into it. But they are slowly opening up to it, okay? So it's not a hopeless situation. It never is, right? But in this specific case, I do see the progress, but it's slow moving. So you have to kind of look within your heart and just open up to your twin and give them your healing energy, because they really need that support. See? One thing that you should be very aware of at this point, win or lose, and it's all about the heart. See that here? So the one thing you should really be aware of here is that the very nature of your relationship making progress in an open and welcoming and healing way is actually helping them heal those wounds. And that's what's going to kind of give them the strength and the courage and the determination to tap into that wound at some point and truly heal it and release it. That's going to raise their frequency very much, because this is a very low vibe energy that they are struggling with. So simply loving them, simply being by their side, simply offering them your healing energy, focusing yourself on heart chakra healing, clearing, and offering unconditional support and unconditional love as only you can offer your twin. That's going to help them do some healing, enough of the healing to feel prepared to actually approach this stage of the process in a consciously aware manner and actually get into it, right? Consciously, voluntarily, and with an empowered attitude. That's important here. So I think that in the extended we are going to kind of try to tap into what's going on, which side is dealing with most of the wounds, and which side is kind of offering more of the healing energy, if you'd like, or if you are both actually dealing with it, as you tend to, right? Mirroring. We're going to look into that into the extended. I hope you're going to join me there. If not, I'm sending you my highest vibes of unconditional love and support, and we'll be seeing you soon, okay? Bye!